burst
Out
forth.
of the way! Or
Illusion
get
shattered.
blown away!
Absurd. Everlasting as the
Out of the
moon.
way or get blown away!
Transfixed.
Stick around!
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. All the world holds dear is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
The truth of... This one...
Fresh cold drinks. Or hot if you want. Such beautiful.
Don't run into the wrong house.
Shine down!
How brilliant!
Overruled!
Go on! Come into being!
Insolent! There is no escape!
The show begins!
Laid bare!
Shine down!
How brilliant!
Transfixed!
Illusion shattered!
Burst forth. Ha!
There is no escape!
Live!
The show begins!
Illusion shattered! Ha!
This is where you fall.
There is no escape! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Burst forth.
Shine down!
May I present?
There is no escape!
Live!
Shine down!
Coming to be.
Ha! There is no escape! Ha!
Burst forth. Live! Ha! Ha! Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Illusion shattered!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected?
Wow, what an amazing view! And we can even see some Cohosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild? Well, they're so cute. They probably won't do that. Right? Huh? What's happening over there? Help! Somebody help us! Ah! Wild Cohosaurs are actually biting people! Yeah, those two are in trouble! legendary traveler and his trusty sidekick Paimon will not stand by idly!
Finally! Someone's coming! Please help us!
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. I was a little too close.
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is...
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to...
capture what...
Correct. Say, I can see you have...
Apologies.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild... Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. Approaching them with...
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island. And Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Yes. Thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now. You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious... Yeah, who knows? there might be treasure! After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the... Oh, you're right. Time's tick, but the real question is...
Laid bare.
surprise. Truly an extra slice of joy.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me so much?
Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
Illusion shattered!
Billowing surge! Covenant of the deep!
Shattered! Insolent!
Now he shall perish!
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't run.
Overruled.
Time to shine!
This is where
Solidify!
laid bare.
I will have order. Don't try to rush your enemy.
Transfixed. Worthless.
Strike a pose!
The day is finally Overruled.
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a little too close.
Don't mention it! Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler!
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
Capture one alive?
Correct. Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will pay you for the efforts.
Well...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too hard on him.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them? Paimon's pretty sure that's not what they're trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island, and Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait!
Then I suppose discussing it any further will just be a waste of time. I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra!
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take...
We should move on, Karya.
Yes. Thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now! You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just... Yeah, who knows? there might be... After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a... Oh, you're right. Time's ticking. Let's get started on our next adventure. But the real question is, who should we ask? That...
Let's have some
Hope you put
fun,
up a good
shall we?
fight.
Come to be!
Rain of bullets! Slide! Sprint!
Let's finish this next time.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Someone looking for me? Oh, why if it isn't the Traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything? We want to visit the mysterious island. The mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people. Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet. Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination. The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island. Since then, many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory. Oh, that makes sense! So could you tell us how to get to that island? Oh, Paimon gets it! This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right? On the contrary, it's quite the opposite. The legend and the clues needed to find the island are all already known to the public. Oh! Well, then what's the problem? Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think? Sure thing! But what do you need us to do? Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some details. I'll be honest, there are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors. As the chief of the tribe, I was very ashamed to hear of this.
It's really hard to believe that could happen.
They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money is some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed. Doing so would allow us to gather the evidence required to bring them to justice. The problem is, they would certainly recognize anyone associated with me, which is why I haven't been able to carry out the plan yet.
Oh, Paimon understands now! We're the perfect bait because we're both tourists.
Exactly! And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves, right?
You betcha! If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down!
Wonderful! Then here, please take this.
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora! Did we already earn a bonus?
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own pockets. So please use the Mora as needed, and collect as much evidence as
No wonder you're the chief.
I've marked the
A hot spring is a harbor for the body and soul.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer. Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. Good idea. Speaking of which, Paimon's dying to know what kind of treasures could be buried on the mysterious island. Wonder if anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Who the... Oh, looks like we managed to lure them out already. Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were...
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey.
Uh-huh.
As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking. Be that as it may, the journey to the island is full of untold... But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination. Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the only guide,
Huh. He actually sounds pretty...
but it seems like fate has brought... Not to worry.
So you'd be
For us, people of the Springs,
smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe it. All right, thank you.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Show me your moves! An impressive bounty. Something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Kaholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Ahem.
Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Atta? Insight?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Kaholosaur. My senior here is responsible to serve. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Kaholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually visited the mysterious island before. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get there.
Really? But how do we do that? Can a Kaholosaurus elder talk?
You need only slowly approach Atta. Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. In the language of the Kaholosaurs, of course. But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
Alright, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person. In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Kaholosaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch. Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming tourists. With that kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal like this.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man. Whoa, Atta really didn't try to bite us at all.
You can also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Okay.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say. Oh, I see.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course! Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
Here's your group photo. I even packaged it up for free.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
We still have a lot of the Chief's Mora to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence? Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using. These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll—
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the island.
Oh, alright, then let's get going!
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean, we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset. According to Atta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious? This is supposed to be the island? Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights! Even we can tell it's fake!
All that stuff about treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue either. We were commissioned by the Chief of the People of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these receipts, your scamming days are over.
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Huh. Let's see. Huh? Wait, all the writing has disappeared.
I took you all this way just to buy enough time for the handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that settled, I'll be going now.
Now he's trying to get away! Let's go after him! It's the chief!
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the evidence we had.
Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me!
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before.
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark on them.
You...
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs. There are no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So did you then take the Mora from them by force?
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime than scamming!
You... Ugh. All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few times, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it scamming.
We have witnesses standing right here, you know.
Fine. Yes, it was all a scam.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe!
I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother guiding others there?
That's a good point. Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the Springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island?
I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very simple. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it. If you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the Springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there.
There's a requirement? What is it?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story, oh, and scoring some super cool treasure at the end.
And therein lies the key point. Overcoming hardships with your companions. It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his closest friends. The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends. The kind of friends you would trust with your life.
So that's the key.
From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. The kind that would trust each other with anything. But, unfortunately, neither of you are experienced.
That's true.
But don't feel discouraged. I believe that this beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint you. Whether it's remote islands or... And let me tell you a secret. The Elders... Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily, even when a place is supposedly Oh, I can understand. I want a guide we could trust with their lives? Oh, Oh, we could go find Mualani! It appears you've already Okay, bud.
Ad Ast... Thank you for... Ad Astra...
Boring. Isn't there anything else more interesting to do? Custom-made souvenirs.
Sorry, we don't carry any black swimming floaters here.
But why? Black floaters look really cool.
May I ask whether you've had some bad luck lately?
Well, yeah, sorta. The last pair of black floaters I bought ended up getting bitten by Kaholasaur. I nearly drowned. Which is why I want to buy some new ones.
I knew it. I specifically asked an expert from the Masters of the Nightwind about this once. Black floaters bring bad luck.
Really?
Also, have you by any chance become a mosquito magnet? Or found yourself overheating? Maybe even suffering a little heat stroke?
Yeah, that's exactly how I've been feeling. It's all starting to make sense now.
In that case, I'd recommend either pink or blue swimming floaters. According to the experts, bright colors can not only lift your mood, but also bring good luck. I'll even offer you a discount if you'd like. Just see it as a way of celebrating your luck taking a turn for the better.
You'd really do that? Then I'll take one of each.
You got it.
Ahem.
Well, hello there! If it isn't the Traveler in Paimon.
It's been a while, Mulan. Was all that stuff you were saying just now really true? Do pink and blue floaters really bring good luck?
Of course. I know a friend who nearly drowned once, but because she was wearing blue floaters, a group of Kaholasaurs came to the rescue and brought her back to shore.
Whoa, for real?
But let's get back to why you're here. Are you looking to buy some water sports products? Come on, don't be strangers now. I can give you whatever you need. You are guests here, after all. It's only natural for me to give some gifts to you.
No, we actually came here to ask you to be our guide.
Well, you've come to the right person. So, where do you want to go?
We want to visit the mysterious island from the legend.
A trip to the mysterious island? Oh.
Do you have any concerns, Mulan?
I assume you're already aware of how difficult the trip will be, right?
Yep, your chief has already made that pretty clear. But with our adventuring experience and with you as our guide, we'll definitely be able to reach the mysterious island.
Then I'll have to explain some things to you first. I learned all my skills as a guide from Uncle New, and he's the best guide in the whole tribe. But apparently, even he has never successfully reached the island. With a good guide to lead the way, a journey should usually be fun and pleasant. However, going to the mysterious island is different, and I don't know if I can guarantee that. But since it's you two asking, I definitely won't refuse. It's just my duty as a guide to explain these things before I officially agree to go on the journey.
Paimon thought this would be a piece of cake for you, but it seems like we're actually asking a lot. Paimon will feel really guilty to make a friend go through a bunch of trouble just for the sake of finding some treasure.
Whoa, what's the hurry?
Come on, what are you waiting for?
Oh, Koolo's back! Wait for me!
Who's Koolo?
Oh, he's currently ranked as the #1 guide in the People of the Springs.
Really?
He's always out in a... let me put up the closed sign first. Okay, come with me.
The crystals you asked for can only be found in caverns deeper than 500 meters underground. Here, have a look for yourself. As for the people you asked me to take along, they almost all got lost in a cave. Out of my sense of duty as a guide, I brought them all back. Next time, just save the trouble and let me go alone.
Indeed. Well done.
No wonder he's the best. I wouldn't dare to go more than 200 meters down into a cavern like that.
I wonder how much he made this time.
Whoa, he really does sound like a super amazing guide. Do you think you could get some pointers from him, Mualani? Who knows? Maybe he could save us some trouble on our trip to the mysterious island.
Ko'olo always treats his experience like trade secrets. He never tells anyone anything about being a guide.
Oh, okay.
But one day, I'll also be able to reach the island.
That's him, right? Do you really think you'll be able to get his help?
Allow me to do the talking. You must be the top guide of your tribe. I have a commission that I hope you'd be willing to consider.
That guy sure looks familiar. Oh, aren't those two the scholars from Sumeru who were bitten by the Kaholasaurs? They also wanted to go to the mysterious island, right? Seems they finally realized that they need a guide.
A commission? Since you've obviously heard about my abilities, have you also happened to hear about my rates? If you're not intimidated by the price, then we can talk.
Yes, I've looked into everything I need to know.
Oh?
The mysterious...
Just as Paimon thought.
But first, please don't misunderstand.
You hear that? He wants to go to the island.
In that case,
Since you want to visit the real
Yes, I know. According to the legend... I must reach that...
Don't waste your words on me.
You...
You say you'd put your life in somebody else's hands? Let's look at it the other way around. Many guides in the How do you think I reached the
Well, I'm different. I'm no ordinary tourist.
That doesn't make much of a difference to me. You'll give up halfway at best, which is a waste of my time. And a waste of your commission fees. I can tell you're just looking to explore something new. If that's the case, then you can find another guide in the tribe. For example... New student, over there.
What's up with that guy's attitude? Paimon takes back everything nice she said about him.
I have things to do now. Goodbye.
Hold on, Ko'olo.
What's wrong? I'm only introducing a potential client to you because I know you're a teacher.
Never mind that for now. I don't agree with your views on the island. Uncle New taught me that...
I know. You're just the same as him. You both obviously hope to prove yourselves, but still think that you have to follow...
Mualani?
The rare ores I brought back are proof that I've been to the island. But as for New, where...
I'm really sorry. I just wanted to take you to see what the excitement was all about. I wasn't planning on getting into an argument with him again.
That Koolo seemed...
I know. Quite...
Oh, Paimon thought you'd be more upset.
Of course not. But it's hard to prove anything to him unless you've actually been to the island. That's right. After
Actually, Paimon...
No, please don't do that. Actually, that is also a part of what If you want a chance of reaching the destination together, You must first reach a consensus on the amount. I always felt that my teacher is no less skilled than Ko'olo. But Uncle Nu has never been to the island, so Ko'olo always uses that to push us down. So, as Uncle Nu's student, I've always wanted to complete the trip.
But don't you have that chance now, Mualani? If you, with the help of the renowned traveler and his trusty companion, you...
Oh, Paimon. Come on, bring it in.
Aw, you're making Paimon blush.
Alrighty then. If we're gonna...
Oh, it's that scholar guy.
Scholar guy? My name is Varamdra. Please.
I didn't expect to see you again, Traveler in Paimon.
Oh, and it's that lady too. Hello again.
Excuse me, Miss Guide. Since we've been referred to you...
I'm Mualani. Just call me by my name. As for whether or not you can come along, I'm sure you've already heard the request.
Oh.
I admit that after coming to Natlan, I've encountered many things outside of my field of expertise. It's understandable you're worried that we'll slow you down. So how about this? We'll set off with you as ordinary travel companions, and I'll pay you. In other words, you needn't shoulder the responsibility of being our guide. And even if something were to happen to us, your reputation as a guide won't be tarnished as a result. How does that sound?
If you accompany us, then you are a member of the team. I could never agree to such a careless deal. Oh, don't tell me you think I'm the same kind of person as Cole.
So you still refuse? Fine. Kariel, put the more for the return trip in your backpack. Without a guide, the road ahead may be dangerous, so please don't follow me.
Varamdra?
Now he wants to go alone? Why is this guy so obsessed?
Wait! Please don't do this in front of a guide. I can't let a tourist go on some dangerous journey all alone.
I'm so sorry for the trouble.
Don't say that. Although it'd be inappropriate to bring along two strangers I just met, how about this? Let's meet up tomorrow morning at the monument near the tribe's southeastern slope.
So you've decided to accept my offer?
No. My plan is to use some of our time together to turn you from strangers into friends.
That's your plan? Very well, then.
Wonderful.
Pretty sure only Mualani could come up with a plan like that.
We need to get started on our Laffa. I've got some business for...
We've been over this before. The name's Yellowfath.
I know. It's just that
Well, since you're the customer...
I need a camping tent with all the accessories.
Another commission, huh?
How much are we talking?
Don't worry about the costs. I'll take care of it.
Oh, but that's not right.
Ahem. Let's make this clear, Traveler and Paimon. We're not working together like this is a hired commission.
Oh, no! We're traveling as close friends who trust each other with anything!
That's what I thought. Honestly, I can be a little picky. We're ready, Laffa.
Your total...
Isn't that still a lot for you?
Just imagine us in the wilderness, okay? We can either...
You call that a week?
That's not important. Afternoon, Uncle On.
You call me uncle, but I'm old enough to be your grandfather, you know.
Because you're still young, Uncle On. Hey, can you help me find something kind of rare? I can negotiate the price.
All right. What are you looking for?
A record player. Specifically, the kind that's convenient to take care of.
Oh, that model is pretty rare.
Uncle On.
Just don't break it, okay? I'll even buy it back from you when you're done with it.
Thanks, Uncle On.
A record player? Does that mean we need to buy some records too?
Yep, and that's our next stop. Hey, Paka Paka!
Mualani? Have you finally decided to release a record of your own?
You'd be the first I'd sign with if I ever did, but not today. I just want to buy a record. The one you've been keeping from customers?
Uh-huh.
Maybe I can think of a way to connect.
Whoa. Then we could
Nice. That's the record also accounted for.
What do we need it for anyway?
Well, I asked a friend from the Masters of the Night Wind for some advice once, and apparently...
Is that really a thing? Well, if it doesn't cost much, that's a nice way to make the trip a little more pleasant.
You know how it goes, Mualani. 20,000 mora for this record. That's the best I can do.
Deal.
Looks like Mualani really is rich.
That should be about everything we need to buy.
What's wrong, Mualani?
Next, I need to find my teacher and get the map to the island. Besides the legend left by the first chief, there's also a map. Well, not just a regular map, it's more like a treasure map. It's full of strange symbols, almost like it's a part of a big puzzle. Guides must draw from their experience to decipher the map's meaning. The chief made several copies of them, which brings up...
Whoa. Hearing that is also making Paimon feel a little nervous. Sounds like it must be a pretty...
Yes, but the thought of having you two by my side somehow makes me feel a lot...
That's right! Let's go and find them together!
Afternoon, Uncle Nick.
A surprise. Then you must be here.
You saw right through me, as always.
Did you forget that you had mentioned these two to me before? The ones who went to the Night Kingdom with you. It's just that... my feeling...
Huh?
Do you think that I'm still not ready yet, Uncle New?
No, I believe... After all...
Don't worry. With our help, Mualani...
Yeah. This time I'll definitely be able to prove that Ko'olo is no better than Uncle New.
Don't misunderstand. Since you've made up your minds, I won't try to stop you. It's our mission as guides has never been to prove anything.
I understand, Uncle New.
In that case, you may have the map. Also, take this with you.
What is it?
It's a talisman. Take good...
Was this made with spinel fruit?
Right. Which is precise...
You really know me best, Uncle New. All right. Traveler and...
Yay!
Being too popular can be such a...
Who knew the people? It's about time to meet up now. Let's head to the spot Mualani mentioned.
Traveler, Paimon! Over here!
You're here, Mualani! Oh, and
Good morning, you two.
morning!
So when are we leaving?
Seems you're as excited as a child before the start.
I just want to get down to business as soon as possible. You know this is no leisurely spring stroll, so I hope we can all act a little more professional.
Don't worry, I'm a very professional guide.
Yay!
First, do you all see the statue here?
Uh-huh.
Well, no, it's not a clue at all. He was the first chief of the people of the Springs who came back from the mysterious island and set up this place. It's a monument. The first thing we need to do before we set off is to touch the statue and pray to our ancestors. This will make our journey to the mysterious island smoother.
Is there any theoretical basis to support that claim?
A theoretical basis? No, but my teacher taught me it's an essential step before heading to the mysterious island. Very good. You didn't try to argue with me over something that you aren't knowledgeable about. That's very professional of you.
Sure, but since this practice doesn't have an empirical basis, I won't be able to include it in my thesis.
Come on, everyone. Greetings to my ancestors. As your descendant, I'm about to follow in your footsteps and witness your accomplishments.
It really feels like we're about to embark on a great adventure!
Now, please get ready. We're going to look for the...
Speaking of which, where should we look for the clue?
At a place where many gather. Like a party.
Huh?
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
There is no escape!
Stick around!
Live! Feel this ancient power! Illusion shattered!
Tide rises!
There is no escape!
Let's finish this next time.
Wow, there are a lot of Kaholosaurs here.
As expected, the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs.
When people from outside the tribe get a copy of the map, most can deduce that the first clue is related to the Kaholosaurs. But they often end up looking in the wrong direction. When the first chief created the map, he left a special mark for this part. It's a code that the tribe uses to indicate a herd of them. So it'll be impossible to gain any—
You're a real pro—
But according to the information I've been able to find, Kaholosaurs don't like gathering as herds unless it's to compete for the hot springs.
So let me tell you a secret that only a guide from the people of the springs would know. It so happens that it's almost like how our tribe gathers together for festivals. Still, as soon as the season changes, the herd quickly disperses again. Unless you're a guide who's always running across Natlan, it would be very rare to ever witness such a thing.
This is a thing? I need to note this down right away and include an explanation as—
According to what I've deciphered from the map, a clue is hidden deep in that valley.
But to get there, won't we have to get through the herd of Kaholosaurs?
We'll have to think of a way to sneak past without startling them.
You mean we're going to have to walk through the Kaholosaur herd? That feels a little...
Given we've agreed to work together, everyone should do their part. However, but it shouldn't be a problem at all for me. Let's have Karia wait here, and I'll take over all the tasks that were...
No worries. We don't need everyone to go. We actually need someone to stay and look after the luggage, so...
Is that so?
And now I understand how much you care for your assistant scholar. Follow me and stay close. Oh no, we've been spotted. Let's back off and try again.
These Kaholosaurs sure...
Kevin, you've already...
First of all, the elders of the tribe have always warned us to never hurt the Kaholosaurs. Doing so will almost... And secondly, you can't just show up and intrude on others' gatherings, much less make them leave. That's just terrible.
But on what basis?
Okay. So can we figure out another way to enter the valley?
There must be a way to enter the valley without startling them. It'd take a while for me to come up with a solution on my own, so I'd like to ask everyone to help come up with some ideas.
Let Paimon think. Oh, is there a detour or another way around?
According to the map, the clue is right in the middle of the Kaholosaur herd. Even if we try to approach from the other side, we'll just run into the same problem.
This is tricky.
Karia, I've noticed that you only talk when you're trying to help smooth things over between Varamdra—
Me? All right. I discovered some, but I'm not...
Oh. Oh, that was
You can just call me...
In that case, please stay here. Found it!
What's this?
The key to making our way through the herd. If the Kaholosaurs have a keen sense of smell, then even if we try to sneak around and stay out of sight, they'll still notice us once we... But this plant can help us solve that problem, because its fragrance is very... We can apply the plant's
So, we're gonna...
Don't worry, it's also good...
Oh, Paimon feels all wet and slimy. But this actually...
Perfect. Okay, be sure to stay out of sight. What's that sound? Careful! Oh, it's just a young Kaholosaur. Don't worry, this little one doesn't pose any danger. could there be so many here? We can't get through! Oh, I have an idea. Wait here. Careful. Don't startle them. We must be getting close.
Look, a bunch are gathering around that rock. What are they doing?
Maybe when things start to get boring, they gather together and talk about something fun? Too bad I...
But Paimon thought...
Sounds like someone has been trying to trick you.
True, they were definitely trying to scam us. Huh? Do you see that on the rock? It looks like some kind...
I've heard that there is a type of moss that changes color. That must be the clue!
Should we take a picture?
Oh, the flash might disturb them. Let me try to copy it down.
So we've passed the first stage of the journey now, right?
I see. Had we chosen to drive the Kaholosaurs off, then we never would have found this lead. Seems there was a logical basis for everything you said after all.
Has he always been this way, Miss Karia?
He's just obsessed with his research. That's all.
At least this has shown that my judgment is correct. I've proven my trustworthiness. And so, there should be no need for us to argue next time.
Yes, I understand. And I suppose that'll help us avoid wasting time.
Mualani really knows how to lead our group.
Next, we'll need to use the lead we found to uncover our next destination.
Hard to tell.
Aha! I got it! Though the lines are kinda rough, I can still see that they represent the boundaries between the water and the land at Jadeskirt Knoll. Find our next destination.
Really?
Well, intuition is also a part of it. Alright, break time is over. Let's get ready to move.
Let's hope you put up a good fight.
Showering you with praise!
Oh, brilliant!
Ooh, what a pleasant surprise! Truly an extra slice of joy. else more interesting to do? Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If you'd like to learn the proper etiquette, I'd be happy to teach you. Okay, this is the place.
So, where do we go next?
I'm not completely sure yet.
I knew it! My theory was correct!
Sounds like he's got something to say again.
If you have any suggestions, then please feel free to share.
I believe the mechanism that the lines are indicating is a spirit way.
That is a possibility.
According to my theory, it might not have been set up by humans. The dragons living in that land also used a similar device, long before the humans. Speaking of which...
Oh, I remember now. Uncle New did mention this possibility to me before.
After learning about the legend, I realized that it was connected to my research. And so, even though I haven't found an exact route to the mystic... Firstly, it's at an intersection. Therefore, the area...
Oh, amazing! Now it all makes sense.
Now everyone's contributing to the team.
You've...
All right. Then let's start searching for the dragon's spirit door.
That's just a quick and easy name. I won't be able to include...
Then...
If I'm not mistaken... Look that way!
Whoa! It started glowing! This should be it, right?
Looks like we can activate it once we get close enough. The light does remind me of a spirit way. But according to the map, there should be 2 more phlogiston...
The show begins!
Illusion shattered! Laid bare.
it's way up high. We'll need to find a way up there. We finally found all of them.
Great work, everyone! Okay, now first, we need to figure out how to control this thing.
Is there some...
See, look at this. After activating a normal spirit door, we could just go ahead and use it. But this one requires someone to stay and keep operating it here. Also, according to the map, if we don't operate the nodes properly, then the people on the Spirit Way will come tumbling.
Isn't that super dangerous?
In theory,
Do you think you'd be able to operate it?
Though I've never tried before, Huh? But in theory, this shouldn't happen.
If Varamdra can control it, then that also rules out me.
Okay, well...
After all the adventures he's been on, handling something like this should be easy peasy.
Alright. Then it'll be up to the Traveler to stay here and operate the Phlogiston node. I'll go activate the mechanism. I'll let you know when we need to switch nodes. Just make sure you quickly head to the corresponding node, and we should make it safely.
Wait, but handling it this way sounds even more dangerous, Mualani.
Don't worry. It looks like the Spirit Ways are all above the water. I'm pretty good at swimming, so I'm not afraid if I end up falling in.
But it's so high! And you'll be falling so fast! If we don't manage to reach a node in time, or if we make a mistake...
Do you still remember the promise we made before we left? Only those who can trust each other with their lives can reach the mysterious island. Since you two are willing to trust me, then naturally, I'm willing to trust you.
Alrighty. Please be careful.
Now switch to the Spirit Way on the right! Please, activate the next node!
Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. We did it, Mualani!
Let's ride! The path ends up ahead. Switch to the next Spirit Way. Traveler, get to the next node!
Got it! Paimon heard Mualani shouting just now. Let's go find the node we need. Mualani, we've taken care of the final node. Please be careful.
was perfect.
You were amazing, Mualani! There were a couple of moments Paimon thought it was over.
I'm confident I could do it all over again. Wait, why are the phlogiston nodes no—
Oh no,
It appears the phlogiston nodes here need to automatically recharge. Once they're activated, they'll be unusable for some time.
In that case, no matter what happens next, we have to seize our chance. Otherwise, who knows how long we'll have to wait for another shot.
Do you hear that?
the weather's getting gloomy, and a bunch of whirlpools just appeared in the water.
Yes, we need to get to higher ground and take a look. Hey, look over there!
Whoa! There's a giant whirlpool over there!
Yep, and that's our next stop.
Huh? What do you mean?
The info I deciphered from the map points to only one possibility. To reach the mysterious island, we must enter that massive whirlpool.
No way!
Forgive me for being frank, but as a guy...
Yes, I know. Everything points to the path ahead.
And what if you're wrong?
Rondra.
I'm not trying to be unreasonable. Unfortunately, the spirit waves must have affected the nearby bodies of water and lowered the water level. At this rate, some of the land that was once underwater will soon reappear at the surface. So, our...
He does seem to have a point.
I can't find any evidence to refute.
Then it seems like it's time for our collaboration to come to an end.
But didn't we all agree to trust each other?
I have reached this conclusion based on my field of expertise, and I cannot deny it. Even if you try to convince me otherwise. From now...
No, I refuse.
You!
Letting your clients separate themselves from the group in the middle of a journey will result in the worst luck possible. I will not agree to that.
Then we can implement the plan I proposed at the very beginning.
Oh, but you can't do that once you've traveled together. How about this? You and Karia wait here. We'll go first and investigate the world. I know you like to explain everything with theories and logic, so let me build...
Well,
Traveler, Paimon, let's get going.
Whoa. The massive whirlpool is up ahead. Just the...
Do you also think that this is a reckless It's okay. That's completely normal. This is just how it is to be. This gives us the power to decide which way we should go. But it also means that although I'm pretty convinced that if the scholars still choose to reject the same goes for the two. The good news is that I know the way back.
Mualani?
Traveler.
That's right. You've trusted us before, Mualani. Now it's our... Besides, it's gonna take more than a...
Aw.
All right. Matters of luck aside...
I know, it's...
Wait a sec. Is it just Paimon or just...
You're right.
That means we need to hurry.
Miss Guide, we have a problem.
Karia? What are you doing here?
I tried to persuade him, but Verandra insisted on verifying it. He said that the water to the south... I'm not much of a swimmer.
Oh, why did this have to...
No time to hesitate.
Help!
Cassandra. Thank goodness you're all right. Thank you so much, Miss Guide.
Oh, didn't I tell you to wait for me?
Judging by the changes in the water's surface, the path to the mysterious island wouldn't be around for long. It's just... I didn't expect my calculations to be wrong.
Right, who knows if we... Seems we missed our chance.
Why would you give up on such an opportunity to come rescue me?
How can you say that? It's already bad enough that you had to be left behind. Do you think I'd let...
I'm really sorry.
Don't feel guilty, Karia. The only problem is that we still... It's already getting late now. And we've been up...
Now that you mention it, Paimon is feeling a little hungry. Hey, Paimon's stomach can be very sensible. It won't interrupt while everyone's busy solving puzzles.
We have plenty of tasty things to eat. Let's just find a suitable spot to make camp. I like... that place right over there.
Is this the spot? Let Paimon and the Traveler help set up the tent.
Go ahead. I'll take care of the fire. Oh, and here's a little camping tip. It's best to set the tent upwind from the campfire. What do you think? This is a specialty dish I learned to make that's perfect. Karia helped out quite a bit, so she deserved...
No. I'm just happy I...
What was that sound?
Don't worry. Remember the record player I bought? Let me go turn it on. Listen. Not...
Wow, so it really worked!
My parents told me that most of the...
Guess that makes sense.
In a sense, this trip to the mysterious...
Yeah, Paimon would like to know too.
Even though I've heard my parents tell stories, it's said that he was the first person to make a map of Natlan. And even the first person to become friends with the Kaholosaurus.
That sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah. There isn't a... Even now, no one has even come... But oddly enough, after return... It really makes me wonder what... A camping trip shouldn't be this stuffy and quiet. How about this? Before we rest for the night, let's have a bonfire party.
If we're going to go plunging into that whirlpool tomorrow, then wouldn't it be best to try to rest and conserve energy now?
Now's not the time to be a party pooper. You ought to...
Yeah, she's right!
All right. So what do the rules...
Rules? A bonfire doesn't have any rules. Everyone just needs to have a good time. How about this? I'll ask everyone a question.
Okay,
So, for
Oh, we were just talking about this.
let's hear everyone's...
Paimon can go first. If you ask Paimon what the purpose of it, most importantly, it's about making the trip.
Yes, I can't agree more. You sure are taking your time thinking about it. Oh, I get it. You must have passed through many nations before making it to Natlan, right? It's quite possible that your experience travel. Why don't I circle back to you later? You can tell me once you have a clear answer. Next, let's hear what Karya has to say.
Me?
That doesn't matter. This is a...
All right. If I had before you reach the destination.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm on too!
Uh-huh. I hope that didn't...
All right.
All right, if you insist. In my opinion, our goals and dreams in life are all in pursuit of what we call results. The so-called journey. So, the greatest meaning of a journey lies in managing to...
Not sure I completely get what...
There's nothing difficult to understand. It's the same as the decision of your first chief. He must have discovered enough valuable results after visiting... Before coming here, someone had stolen the results. All that person had... Do you understand now, Miss Guide?
I sympathize with your situation, but I'm afraid I can't agree with your...
I don't need your sympathy. As long as I can reach the mysterious... What happened during the day already proved that my theories were wrong. So I'm willing to trust your... I must make it to the mysterious island. And if I...
Was that actually supposed to be an apology? 'Cause it's...
Actually, there's a saying among the guides of the people of this... Because the final destination of every journey... It would be disrespectful of my duties as a guide if that is what I would truly call a journey. And that is my answer.
Just as you don't agree with me, I can't agree with your point of view either.
I'm not too worried about that. After all,
What sort of logic is that?
All right, that's it for this round. Since it's still early, how about...
Huh? Oh, now Paimon's... Paimon slept so well. Oh, Mualani and the others seem to be up already. Let's go see what they're up to.
Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine...
joining me, traveler. I'm Mualani, a guide from the people of the Springs. If you need anything, just raise your hand and let me know. Now, please stow your weapon, secure your belongings, keep a firm hold on Paimon, and most importantly, let go of your troubles. I prepared a Sharky surfboard for you, so hop on and try not to fall. Alrighty, let the journey begin! Now. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Ah! Whew.
What could the children be?
I'm Chevros, captain of Fontaine's Special Security and Surveillance Patrol. You'll excuse me if I skip the pleasantries. Is there a case that needs my attention?
Mind. Let them do as they please.
time to get down to business.